Few machines in the history of warfare have struck fear into the hearts of enemy soldiers quite like the Tiger I. Built not just as a weapon, but as a symbol of Nazi Germany's industrial might and tactical supremacy. The Tiger was a tank like no other. Massive, powerful, and deadly. But was it truly the ultimate war machine, or a flawed behemoth doomed by its own complexity? In this video, we'll unravel the truth behind the Tiger I, from its origins and designs to the battlefield legends and cold hard facts of its performance. The Tiger I didn't begin life as a guaranteed success. In fact, its conception was born out of desperation. It was in 1941, and Nazi Germany's war machine was steamrolling across Europe. But on the Eastern Front, the Wehrmacht ran into a major problem: the Soviet T-34. Fast, well-armored, and sloped to deflect German shells, the T-34 outclassed most German tanks at the time. It was clear that something new, something radically more powerful, was needed. Hitler himself demanded a heavy, breakthrough tank. Two companies stepped up: Porsche and Henschel. After extensive testing, Henschel's prototype won out. Thus, the Panzer VI Tiger was born. The Tiger weighed in at a monstrous 57 tons. It was powered by a Maybach HL 230 P45 V12 engine, delivering around 700 horsepower. It had a top road speed of roughly 38 kilometers per hour, around 24 miles per hour. Not fast by any means, but that wasn't its purpose. Its armor was very impressive. The front hull was protected by 100 millimeters of armor, and the front turret even more at 120 millimeters. The Tiger I wasn't just well armored, it was a fortress. But its main weapon was the true game changer: the 8.8 centimeter KWK 36L56 gun, originally derived from the feared German 88mm anti-aircraft gun. This cannon could destroy enemy tanks at ranges exceeding 2 kilometers. Inside, the tank had a 5-man crew: commander, gunner, loader, driver, and radio operator. But with great power came great complexity. The Tiger's interleaving road wheels were a maintenance nightmare. The engine often overheated, and at 57 tons, bridges would tremble beneath it. Still, on paper, it was an apex predator. The Tiger I made its combat debut near Leningrad in late 1942, but the debut was rocky. Deployed in swampy, forest terrain, unsuited to its massive size, several Tigers bogged down or broke down before even engaging the enemy. However, the Tiger was refined and deployed in more suitable conditions. It began to show its strength. In North Africa, the British soon discovered that their 6-pounder anti-tank guns were no match for the Tiger's frontal armor. In early engagements, it wasn't uncommon for a single Tiger to hold off entire enemy units. Allied soldiers often reported panic and confusion when a Tiger appeared. Its thick armor and powerful gun were a shock, but reliability remained a consistent issue. The tank's mechanical systems were sensitive, and without regular maintenance, Tigers became immobile hulks. In July 1943, Germany launched Operation Citadel, the infamous Battle of Kursk. It was here that the Tiger would be tested like never before. Over 200 Tigers were deployed during the operation. They played a key role in initial breakthroughs, destroying Soviet armor at long ranges. In open terrain, the Tiger was devastating. But Kursk wasn't just open plains. It was minefields, anti-tank guns, airstrikes, and stiff resistance. Despite their power, the Tigers couldn't overcome the sheer scale of the Soviet defenses. Many were lost, not to enemy fire, but to mines, breakdowns, and abandonment. Kursk marked the high water point for German armored offensives and a wake-up call for the limits of the Tiger's utility. Some Tiger crews became living legends. Names like Michael Wittmann, Otto Curius, and Kurt Nispel echoed across the front lines. Wittmann's most famous action took place in June 1944 at Villers-Bocage in Normandy, where he ambushed a British column, reportedly destroying over a dozen vehicles in a minute. Otto Curius, another Tiger ace, claimed over 150 tank kills during his service. He wrote extensively about the experience, offering valuable insight into Tiger operations. While some of the kill counts were likely inflated, especially by propaganda, the Tiger's lethality in the hands of skilled crews was undeniable. Despite its strengths, Tiger I was far from perfect. Its complexity made it expensive and slow to produce. Only about 1,350 were ever built. Compare that to the Soviet T-34, which produced over 57,000 units. The Tiger's maintenance requirements were extreme. Its fuel consumption was too high and strained German logistics. Even minor damage could disable the Tiger for days. Spare parts were scarce, and its sheer weight made it unsuitable for many environments. In muddy or snowy terrain, Tigers often sank or became bogged down. In an era where mobility and numbers often trumped power, the Tiger was a double-edged sword. So how did the Tiger stack up? Against the T-34, the Tiger's gun and armor gave it a massive advantage in one-on-one combat. But the T-34 was faster, more reliable, and vastly more numerous. Against the American Sherman, Tigers could destroy Shermans at nearly twice the Sherman's effective range. It often took multiple Shermans working together, or with flanking maneuvers, to bring one down. Against the British Churchill and Firefly, the Churchill was too slow to effectively counter the Tiger, but the Firefly, equipped with a 17-pounder gun, could kill the Tiger from distance. And against the late war M26 Pershing, the two were more evenly matched, but the Pershing arrived too late and in too few numbers to make a real difference. Today, the Tiger I lives on, not just in museums, but in movies, video games, and in pop culture. Tiger 131, the only working Tiger I, draws thousands of visitors each year at Bovington Tank Museum. It's been featured in documentaries, blockbuster films like Fury, and countless books and shows. Its legacy is a paradox, one of excellence and excess, a marvel of engineering, and a cautionary tale of what happens when ambition outpaces logistics. Thanks for watching, and if you've enjoyed this deep dive into one of World War II's most iconic machines, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know what you'd like to see next in the comments.